raked over the coals. Okay, when my hard drive spins up and I'm allowed to continue. Not supposed to guard that. Oh, wrong inputs. I haven't done this one since last weekend. Taking the galleon after the bark is... Yeah. This. Trying to avoid really backing him into... Eat their food. Some extra sailor stuff. Fortunate. Actually, I'm gonna buy that information. It's Christ. More meaningful encounter before Puerto Cabello would be really nice. We're definitely not gonna get it. Walk in the lake. Should be route then. Yeah, there they go. Much trying not to get him to back himself into a corner and get angry. But it's not that easy. So we know there's gonna end up with an evil Spaniard somewhere on the north side of the main. I do not have my map up, so we better figure that out. Thing is, I can kind of click away a little. Up on my... We're going to complete lack of object permanent. We're one town behind. Surprising. I'm to push there, but I didn't. Alright, please activate the town so that I can go into it. Of course, we're at maximum wind disadvantage there. Half the point, right? No, we're gonna go attack a few more named pirates. It probably help us with our men, but helps us. Right, we'll get a thing as we're capturing a pinnace, so we can let this other pinnace sink, basically. We don't have to repair it because we aren't short-shipped right now. We replace it with, like, yeah, leave mine behind, let's take the new one. You don't make any money from it now. We're gonna have to re-attack a town. Show up in Panama, South America, and I recognize what I'm looking at. Not so far. Yes, this does take a moment. We need to move on. That might be a dead run already because I can't recognize. Please activate the freaking city, please. Please activate the freaking city. Don't have a photographic enough memory to actually go looking for it. Trying to look. I know we lost a bunch. Some of that was searching that not worth. The only reason we're doing that is to attacking the Spanish might help us. What we need to do here is we need everybody out in the clearing. What I really need to do is start like taking a picture of the map on my phone so that I can start cross-referencing it while I'm doing stuff that takes time. Because there's plenty of time to search the maps while you're not doing anything. Activate the city. Alright, well, there's a beautiful wife there. And we're at a massive wind distance. Can't win, can I have the high ground? Again, despite sailing north, I have to approach, despite being sailing south to north, I have to approach them from the north. Doesn't really make any sense. I've got that. That is off the coast of Cuba. I found it. Unfortunately, that's so far away that it's it'll take forever to actually do it. We might actually have to make a detour and go sail up there, drop that off before hitting Santiago. I'll give us a second. And had a lot of sea battles this time. My thinking is capturing more pirates. Having more sea battles and capturing more pirates is going to help with my underscoring problem. I can move fast, but moving fast and having not enough points doesn't, you know. some point here, they should realize and then they off the coast of Cuba. Twice I've gotten my first family member in Panama. That's just like such a boon to the run. Makes it really gives you a really legitimate. It really gives you a legitimate shot at getting a second family member. Otherwise, very difficult to. We need to pick about 200 net between here and Cartagena to have a shot. Don't know. Well, this sucks. Sucks bad. I did not. Port opening fire doesn't really. And yes, that aborted a capture. Which means now I'm 2 captures behind. But I'm also a minute behind, so redoing that battle would cost me another minute. Plus we can take it by boat. It also costs me an opportunity to get more men. All in all, it sucks because I know where the family member is. I have not had a chance to go claim them yet. And so you have to be like completely overwhelming a town to get away with to fight the evil Spaniard and still get the capture. Alright, take the city, please. We are way. Nope, that is not. Yeah. Of course, that would be a gold because it's the wrong city. Taking the correct city. Looks like we're a ton behind, but that's mostly because just when do you get resources? When do the towns resist you? The other hand, beautiful wife time. Just realized I did not leave myself any way to read chat. If anyone's been chatting, I apologize. Oh, okay. Looks like we're way behind. We are not near immediately. Like, ignore best possible time. That's not even relevant the way this. That was English. Panama should be French. This is not Panama. That is Nombre de Dios. On the bottom, that's Panama. This is a hard city to capture, even though it doesn't have that strong of a fort. They all went into the woods. They never came out of the woods because they're turning around. Not great for them. These are not Wario's woods. And not to give him a reason to actually attack. Not awarded, and we got Cartagena, but we didn't get Panama. That's weird. And that's a gold split primarily because we didn't go into the town because we didn't capture. I don't know. I've got a lot of times when I didn't go. This has a few more men than it otherwise might, but it should still be a walkover. Historically, this town was actually not very capable of defending itself. Big problems is that they're running through slow terrain and I'm not, so take them. Shoot at the fort, like. Now I swung too wide because that was losing there. 2, 4. Stop it. Calm down. Sorry, this is a Wendy's. They were kind of right back on pace. Alright, we're going to get ourselves to Santiago de Vega, later to be known as Port Royal, later to be known as Kingston. And And then before we visit Santiago, we're gonna go rescue a family member, even though it's out of the way, because somewhere on Cuba there is another evil Spaniard who will have a map that might give us a second family member, and if it's convenient, it might be worth picking them up to lock in. Good shot here. Turn north, maybe not. Pretty much right where we be. Yeah. Walk all over this forest. How far out of the town do I have to go? Yeah, that's Jamaica. Can't reckon. Pick that up. Basic. Here. I think that's a little too far to walk to Puerto Principe. Not like radically so, but a little. Means they've seen us. There's relatively little we can do besides. Yeah. Okay, morale is recovering. What? You are just. Entire party is just gonna get wiped. Yep. Lost even more time. Why? Because they decided to give me a party with crappy morale, and I didn't have enough people to overrun them. Good thing we're doing good in several other dimensions, but yeah, this isn't as bad as it looks, but still have time, quite a bit of time, saving the calf, but take all their food. All their food. Lost 2 minutes on that because we went on a little bit of an expedition, but betting we find evil Spaniard in Puerto Principe. Not here. What did it say? Baron, Captain, Colonel. Nope, I didn't actually want to do that. Here. Alright, so Baron, Captain, Colonel. Like to be a couple levels higher. We'd like to get another 1,800 acres of land somehow in the next cities. We'd love to get another family. Better. Yeah, it looks like we're 2 minutes behind, but there's at least 3 minutes of dead time with Campeche. At least. They can shoot at me, I can shoot. We have some time to save going to Havana too, I believe, because that time I think includes going up to Florida to pick up a family member. But these splits don't really correspond. These are just like me kind of just trying to make sure I'm on some semblance of pace as I progress through. Of course. Atrocious. Care. I mean, Aaron was in Santiago. Haven't hide nor hair where he went. Forests. Try to approach from the south. If we approach from the south, now it is. It's a shorter distance to get in. Screen's not square. Not gonna get a family member. We are gonna go take Campeche and then bail. Mount Colonel. We are infamous, which is reputation. This wind. Pick up. Sail around the Yucatan. Never did find a second family. Never did find that second Spaniard. Very much not what we wanted to do. Way too much heads up that we're still on pace for a sub 40 plunder divide, which is best we can hope we get it. Note the number of men you have on your ship doesn't affect your share of the plunder. We need to do that. I'm doing this. That's the sub 40. That's world record. I mean, I've had multiple world records, but that's the sub 40. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that this is supposed to be where time stops, so we're gonna make sure that we go to the end there.